Hi, I'm Chris from Made Simple, and in this video I'm going to walk you through a few different staff discount examples. And so we're going to start with a basic one. So go ahead and click Add Basic Discount, and we're going to call this Staff Basic Discount. I'm going to leave it without a reason because it's going to automatically put that as the reason, but feel free to customize these to suit your store. In this case, I'm going to do a cost-based discount. So I'm going to give all staff cost plus 25%. And so the consideration you need to take here is sales tax. So the cost in Shopify often doesn't include sales tax. And so you want to go cost plus sales tax plus the percentage you want to charge your staff. And so that's why I've gone with 25% here. Let's go ahead and click Save. And that's the basic staff discount done. So now I'm going to show you an example of a more advanced one. You could customize it so you get different discounts on different product ranges. But what I'm going to show you now is a tiered based one where the owner gets one discount, the manager gets the next discount, and then general staff get the final discount. And that's all going to be applied with the click of just the same button. And it's going to differentiate based on their customer profiles having a particular tag. So if the owner has the tag owner, then it will get the owner discount. If customer profile's got the tag manager, then they get the manager discount. So let's go ahead and set that up. So let's call this Staff Advanced Discount. Again, I'm going to leave the reason blank because I'm happy with that name being the reason. I'm not going to add any restrictions here, but adding the staff ID might be suitable to you to restrict certain discounts, or a security code. Perhaps if you make a manager's discount or owner's discount separate from the staff one, you could restrict it with a security code here. But I'm going to go ahead and click Save there and add our first rule. So let's call this Owner. And I'm going to do price-based ones here because it's going to be easier for us to tell when those discounts are applied that it was 50% or 30% or it was the owner's or manager's discount. But yeah, go ahead and feel free to customize that to whichever parameter is most suitable to your store. So the owner here in this example is going to get 50% off, but only if their customer tag, if the customer profile has the owner tag. So when you add a tag, make sure you type it and then click Enter, and that's going to add it as a bubble, similar to other Shopify interfaces. I don't need to add any other restrictions here. I'm just going to say if they're tagged with owner, then they get 50% off all products. There we go. So let's add another rule and let's call this the manager's discount. And let's give the manager 40% off, but only if they're tagged with manager. So you can make this more complicated and stack, create 3 owner discounts or 3 managers discounts, and it could be 30% off toys, 30% off treats, 20% off another category. And so yeah, you can make it as complicated as you need to for your store, but in this I'm just going to show you the tiering of different discounts based on customer tag. So the last rule, let's just call this Staff General. So in this case, I'm not going to add a specific tag. So if they're not the owner, if they're not the manager, when this discount's applied, it's just going to be 20% off all products. So no restrictions here. And if we go down and look at the rules, there we have it. Now the order here matters because when the discount's applied, it's going to loop through the products and try to apply the first discount first. And if it matches, then it's not going to bother with the next rules. So it's important that the restricted discounts are higher up than the general discount. Because you can imagine if the Staff General was on top, then as it's trying to apply the first rule, the Staff General rule, for instance like this, that's going to be fine. It doesn't matter if the customer profile is tagged with manager or owner. If it tries to apply this one, there's no restrictions. It's just going to match and apply 20% off all the products in the cart. Whereas if we move that to the bottom, now it's going to try to apply the owner discount first. It's going to look for the customer profile and it's going to search for that owner tag. And if that's not there, it's then going to check for the manager tag. And if that's not there, then it applies the Staff General. And so the order here matters. And so once you're happy with that order, then let's go back to the main page. And we're going to see our discounts all set up. And again, this order is just the order in which they appear in the app. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the tablet now, and let's go ahead and demonstrate these discounts. Okay, here we go. So we already have 2 products in the cart, and we're going to apply the staff basic discount. So this was a cost-based discount, so that's why the percentages here are the percentages the price was discounted, and they were calculated based on that cost plus 25%. And you can see the reason it added next to the percentage being the staff basic discount. So let's go ahead and remove that, and we can apply the more advanced discount. Now, in this case, I've already added myself as the customer, and I'm tagged with owner. So when we apply this staff advanced discount, we're expecting that owner discount to apply, which is the 50%. And there you go. So 50% was applied off both because of that tag on my customer profile. But if we now remove me from the cart, and we just remove that discount, and we go again, now there's no customer in the cart. So when you go staff advanced discount, it's going to miss that owner role, it's going to miss the manager role, and it's just going to have that catch-all staff general. So we're expecting a 20% discount on each product, which is there. So if we then add a customer profile with the tag manager, you would get that manager's discount of 40%. So that's everything I wanted to show you in this video. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please send them through. You can contact us through the app itself or at support@madesimpleapps.com. But otherwise, thank you very much for watching.